Hi, I'm James from valwyattmarine. Today I'm going to take you on board this Coaster 640 that's just over there behind me. Before I do that, I'm going to show you around some of the features of the hull and some of the extras fitted, and also just give you a quick reminder, those of you that aren't used to our channel and our videos, please do subscribe down on the bottom right hand side of the screen, because there are going to be more how-to videos coming, as well as boats like this that are for sale. So I'll start off with a look at the hull. As you can see, that is a planing hull. It's a deep V hull that's going to go through a little bit of chop and get the boat up on the plane with the right engine on it. Coming round to the bow, this is a great boat if you want to use it coastally, and if you're doing that, you're probably going to want to use the anchor. It's fitted with a nice stainless steel anchor roller there. Coming round to there, you've got your nav lights. And then I'm going to move you around to just show you the rear of the boat, a couple of features that I think are particularly useful. There's a fold-out bathing ladder there, so if anybody's been water skiing, wakeboarding, or just swimming, they can get back in easily. We've got this particular boat rigged with 150 horsepower Mercury. It will take up to a 175, or you can go lower if you don't want to use the boat with so much speed. I think another really good feature on this swim platform area, there is a cushion that fits on that whole thing to make a sun lounger. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but if you're not using it that way, you've also got this really useful wet locker here. So if you want to keep your ropes, your towing rope for water skiing and that sort of thing, it's a great place to have that as well. You can also, as an optional extra on this boat, have a rear anchor fitted, and that's what that cutout is there for, and a rear anchor roller. Just before we go fully on board and I set up all the cushions so you can see how the boat looks, I thought it'd be useful to show how she looks when the boat's been put to bed. This is the cover that you can buy to come with the boat. It's a cockpit cover. That covers the helm position, the windscreen wraps around like that. You've got straps that go down at the rear, and then the decks on the boat are self-draining. So you can leave it like that on your trailer or on your mooring, and the boat is perfectly weatherproof, and it's a nice easy cover to put on. It's nice and quick, and it's really taut and well put together. So here we are up on board the boat now, and I've taken the covers off, got the cushions all set up, and want to give you the walk around inside. It's all open, although there is, I'm going to show you down below, there is a small sort of cuddy, which is a really useful storage area. But once up on deck, I'm going to take you into the bow first, round where I think a great feature of this boat, it comes with that solid teak topped table. That comes out, the pole stores away. There's got a holder for that up in the top of the teak, so that stores away without moving around. And then you've got this great seating slash sort of dining area up at the front here. If you were underway, you could also sit along this bench here, be forward facing. It'd be a great place to sit and enjoy the view. Just down on the right hand side, on the starboard side there's also a USB charging point and other extras fitted to the boat. Down here either side you can see those little markers are LED downlighters if you're using the boat in the evening. Going forward, I think this is a great boat if you're going to anchor anywhere or pick up a buoy. It's got excellent access up to the bow there, somewhere sturdy to hang on to. That's just our price board showing the boats for sale. That wouldn't normally be there, but you've got your anchor roller there, and then a great anchor locker here where you could stow your anchor. That's self-draining as well, and there's a gas strut in there, as you can see. I've spun round, and that's that area looking back there, so you can see what a decent safe bench that is. All these cushions pop on and off, so they're not going to fly away while you're at high speed, and also you can take them off, put them down below, and then the boat's all watertight. You don't have to worry about taking them home every evening. I think one thing that is a great feature of this boat, having been on board it, particularly if you've got new boaters, you can see at the side the boat's got these handrails, and you can see from where I'm filming now, they go right round the boat. Once you're in this boat, you've got the walkway there. You do also feel well down in the boat, and there's really good access to get around. So if you've got people that are new to boating and feel a little bit unsteady, want somewhere to hang on to and feel like they can walk around the boat safely, it's pretty unbeatable. Come aft through that walkway around there, which is really easy access. You've got two, and I really like the styling of the upholstery and the helm seats in this boat. You can see I've got one flipped up on the starboard side, and then the main helm seat's flipped down. You've got that bolster there. For anybody that's used to driving this sort of boat, it's really useful to be able to flip that up and sit and to give you a more elevated driving position particularly if there's a lot of other traffic around, or you've got swimmers, water skiers, that sort of thing. There's a quick look at your helm, very straightforward and ergonomic. You've got things like your anchor lights, your nav lights here, bilge pump and that sort of thing down there. You've got your rev counter and your speedo up there, and your ignition and your kill cord, and everything's down on the other side of the helm. I will just say we have mounted those centrally at the moment into this panel. For anybody that wanted to have a chart plotter fitted, you could obviously have that put in there and then move these dials up to either side or there. So that's not written in stone. If anybody wanted to take the boat and use it on the coast, you could you've got that option, and there's the space to fit that all in neatly. So I'm just going to run you through both sides of this aft area. Another thing I particularly like about this boat is it has got a walk through. So if you're on a pontoon or whatever, it's very easy. You can just step on, walk down through. You're not clambering over cushions or anything. Again, there's plenty of places to hang on, and you're straight into the boat. And there's that swim ladder there that I mentioned earlier. You've got this aft bench, which will probably seat 3, maybe even 4 people. That flips forward, as you can see, probably from the hinges at the side. And once that does flip forward, you've got that sun lounger at the back there, which goes out on the other side where you've got the walk through. That's gone over the top of that wet locker that I showed you at the beginning of the video. And then you've got somewhere, as you can see, that you can lay right out on the back of the boat. It may be obvious to some as I've been doing the walk around, but I will draw your attention to it. This boat has been fitted with the optional ski bar, so you can see that on there, and that's your point to attach your towing for. So you can have Ringos, wakeboards, water skis, whatever suits. Clever and useful feature of this boat is that that door goes back, and below the helm and down below you have actually got this great area. Now there's many uses for that. For anybody like me that has a family that does water sports, it's great a place to put away your kit, and it's lockable. You know, you can have your wakeboard, water skis, Ringos, all your life jackets and that sort of thing. It also takes all the cushions from the boat. They tuck in there, so you can get all that away. Or if you've got somebody that wants to change out of the wind and the rain, you've got small children, you can pop them down there, they can change into dry clothes and then come back out to enjoy themselves. I think it's always hard on these things to get any idea of perspective, so I've hopped down into that lower area, and I'm sat on the port side on the bench that's there, and you can see I'm just sat up in the normal way, and there's headroom for me. I'm not sort of like kneeling down on the floor. Arguably, you could put a chemical toilet in here as well. That would be another useful thing to have. And you could even put, or have some cushions made to come down here. It's a really useful area and great for a practical boat. As well as having that large area down below to store stuff, there are other storage places on board. I've taken the rear bench that goes across off there, and I'm just going to lift up this locker here. This is probably another area. Partially, it's a utility area because you've got access to your bilge pump down there. You've got your fuel filter, and then over on the other side, you've got your battery boxes and your hand bilge pump. I think also it's a great place to store fenders, ropes, and that sort of thing, or any other water sports kit that you want to, or even your picnic. And then finally, more storage over on the starboard side. I think it's another great feature of this boat. You've got this locker that runs down, it's a step as well, but that lifts up, and it's a bit of a multi-use place, that one. You can see I've got a couple of ideas of things you could put in there. It's really, really deep. So that fender, it's a decent sized fender that's lost in there. It's self-draining, so you can have ice in there and your drinks for the day. You could have 4 or 5 fenders in there. Anybody that's keen on fishing, I'm sure will be multi-uses with, well, I'm not a fisherman, but I'm sure there's plenty of fishing-y type things you could put in there. That's the end of the walkthrough on this Coaster 640. I hope you found it interesting and worthwhile. This boat is for sale, so I'm going to put the link to it in the description. That'll take you to our website where you'll find our contact details if you want to ask any more questions. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, please do subscribe, then you'll be updated as soon as possible with any new videos coming available. And regarding this boat or any others, please do contact us. We're happy to take more videos, more photos, or answer any of your questions, whether they're about the boat, towing, anything like that, how-to videos. We're here to help.